How are we doing, future Joshua? How are we? God, not the best start. How are we doing? Yes, unfortunately the audio was working, which means I did just cough. I apologise. Last night was a frickin' disaster. I am hoping and praying that tonight goes better. I may have rage quit last night. But we are back here in Morrowind. It is my first playthrough. We are here tonight because it has been highly requested. Thank you very much to the 9 people who voted on today's poll over on YouTube. I guess, mate, I think it looks way better having pictures there as well. I don't know. Maybe no correlation, but that is the most votes we've ever had. And it's the first one I've done pictures. So, we had 22% Soma, 11% Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I'm fucked off with from last night, 22% Fallout 3, and with a resounding majority, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind with 44%. So we are here. We are back here in Morrowind. I am excited. I thought I would play this game literally once and go, I can't get into it. We are now here. I don't know how many hours later. I feel like that's maybe... Oh no, there we go. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I don't know if I've said that already. Let me do my lights as well. We are starting in the shack. I got it ready so that we're starting here in our shack. The complete trash pile that it's become. I don't love how the camera is tonight. I've been sat here for 20 minutes trying to get satisfied with it, and I can't get the angle right. That's what she said. I've also been watching The Office again. Now, I don't remember exactly what past Joshua was doing. I know that we are in the process of becoming hortator. Hence, the name of tonight's stream is Becoming Hortator. The last 2 streams, we became Hortator of the Halalu, then Hortator of the Redoran. I'm hoping that tonight we can become Hortator of Telvanni, then we're done dealing with the Great Houses and all their politics. We can just get back to fighting the demon monsters. I think I was here dropping stuff off. We picked up a bunch. We haven't been back to our shack for a hot minute. Oh yeah, last stream I remember I took off our robe for the first time in a while. We'd been rocking this look for a good 70 hours. And then I think I accidentally took it off and went, oh, that actually looks maybe better. I'm not sure. There is 0 stat difference because it's not an enchanted robe. So I think I just whacked the mic there a bit. What are we doing? We need to go... So far, it's going to take me a minute to get back into the way everything works here. This is our character's stats, if you are interested. Nothing special. We've just put a lot of time into it so far. Despite the fact that we've not done any factions or really any side quests, I have been exclusively doing the main quest. and it's endless. I guess it's very good value for money, you would say, at least in terms of like hours per dollar. We have, so I picked up a bunch of this so that we can start selling. We had a crap ton of potions. I don't know why. I think we've dropped I'm going to trust past Joshua on this one. Just make sure that we have also dropped here. So for the other two houses, we were able to speak to the person in charge, and they gave us or sold us Grumpy Chops over there. They sold us like a pamphlet with the not very privacy aware, the names and addresses of all the councillors for the house. I mean, could the other houses not get that? There's literally like 2 different assassins guilds here in Morrowind. Why are they not? I don't know where we have to go. I'm assuming it's one of the... There's places called Tell something or other. I will actually, but before we go, because it's been about a week since I played Morrowind last, I will read out our Morrowind notes, where we look at the fairly beautiful... What time is it? Is it sunrise or sunset? Shit, what button is it? Nope. 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 I'll get there eventually. Nope. 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 How do we sleep? Or rest, whatever it's called. I am completely blanking on how we do this. No, that's jump. Ah, there we go. Okay, 7. Okay, so it's the lovely Sadanine sunset. This is because there is basically no quest log here in Morrowind. There's no... you have to be making your own notes and stuff, which is really quite cool, actually. It's frustrating, but I've learned to love it. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I'd have, like, bits of paper with, like, supposed cheat codes that I'd written down. Okay. So this is going in chronological order. This first one is from right at the start. I have deleted stuff as we have completed it. All the main quests, it would be about 10 times longer if I not taken out all the directions for informants and all sorts of busy work. But this is what we have... What I have written, I don't know. Unfortunately, because some of this at this point is like 6 months ago, I don't super remember the context of some of these, and I am regretting not being formal in my writing. We will see as we get there. Let me just check. Is there anyone in chat before I go and look at this for a couple of minutes? No. If anyone pops up, I will see your message when I'm done reading this. Okay. Smuggler in some cave called Adam something. Find, kill, and loot. Join Thieves Guild (Sugar Lips). Steal diamond from Nalcaria the Alchemist. Joined Balmora Fighters Guild. They need help with a rat problem. Meet Emuzet branches in Telarune friend of Mori, in love with Bandit. Legion champion Larius, fighting corruption and needs help in Moonmoth Forest. Cassius Curio in Vivek City to join House Halalu. Okay, so I started the Mages Guild, did the first quest, and then stopped. Done with Ajira, Balmora Mages Guild. Speak to his good friend Edwina Albert in Aldroom. Faranis, convince ex-Talvani Lara Beraloth in Solipund. And then we've got 2 paragraphs of vague directions to find our way there. Mirandus, Molag Amor, the Lava Wilderness. We've never been to any of these places. Speak to Apelles in Ebonheart about being attacked by the Dark Brotherhood. Speak to Assine Rain for transport to Mournhold. Brackets, DLC, don't do it yet. 7 people in Vivek killed. Office of the Watch is looking for special help. Puzzle canal underneath Palace of Vivek. Place for training and a bunch of cool shit. See what I mean? Aluceron, the smith in Vivek's foreign quarter, has competition from Raylan Tilver, who may be doing something shady, wants us to steal a contract. Get rid of annoying Marcel Morad for Enchanter. Moroni Uvulas. Oh, we did that. We did that. We found missing husband, the Skooma fiend. Malar Omain, dissident priest in Ministry of Truth. Aita Wavebreaker had 2 family heirlooms stolen by Khajiit Drogir, east of Caldera. Caves east of town on the other side of the hills. Ienus Sarandus in Aldroon lost money betting. Looks fancy but has no money. Bought fancy belt. Tyrus the tradesman wants it back, or the 50 gold owed. Bought fancy shirt from Bavali, owed 360 gold. I mean, that one just sounds more like gossip. Louis Beecham built airship to fly to Solstein. Escort Viatrix to Ghost Gate / Ghost Fence Shrine from Aldroon. Hasor Zain Sabani wonders about his missing son Hanat, who was sent to chart underground Mamea west of the Red Mountain. We're getting there. We're past the halfway point. Join Imperial Legion by reaching Death's Head Legion, which needs support at Fort Darius near Nissus. Larius Vare wants a bloodbath in Balmora. Find members of the Kimona Tong with the help of the Thieves Guild. Something shady in Helene's hut outside Margan to the southeast near Shrine. Dagoth, okay, so this one I do remember. Dagoth wants us to come round for a cuppa at the Red Mountain Citadel. We got this weird, like, note from Dagoth, the big bad, saying, come, Nerevarine, we've got much to discuss. We haven't done that yet, but I guess that's something we can try. Freed some slaves. One was talking about a railroad-style group called the Twin Lamps. Then this is what we're doing. Get the support of the 3 great houses and the 3 tribes, Ahamusa, Zainab, and Arabenimson. Drunk slaver hunting Hajai hired a guide called Hides His Eyes to help find him. Received a letter from Fancy Dude telling us to come meet Vivek once we become Hortator and Nerevarine. And last but not least, Malimo of Cloudrest wants to pay us 1,000 gold to take care of Trerena Dalen in Tel Branora. That is everything. Whew. I should have set a timer. I'd love to know how long that took me. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I don't know if I've said that already. I hope it's been fabulous. And thank you again to any and everyone that voted on the poll. Right, now I'm going to have to go back to the notes, and I've got my little travel thing here. See, the thing is, I don't know where we're supposed to go. I mean, we could aim for one of the there's Tel Mora, Tel Arun, and Tel Branora. I'm assuming House Telvarni is probably chilling in those places then. Maybe that's... I feel like that's not too much of a leap. I mean, granted, that isn't the case for any of the other... Oh no, actually, there's a Halar Ode. That's kind of like Halalu. Never mind. Let's go for... Shall we aim for Tau? I don't know. I don't know. I think... Shall we just go boat hopping until we see something that begins with T-E-L? So first of all, we're going to have to... we're going to nip to Vivek? Yeah, where I know there's a boat. No, sorry friend, we are done with the Silt Striders. Should we get the night vision going? I really need to go and do a whole bunch of spell making and a whole bunch of potion making. I will save it. Hopefully I can save it until off stream. I haven't really played this off stream much for the last month maybe. Here we go, Tel Branora. That was much quicker than I was expecting. Although I have a bad feeling that this is where we were last stream. Because we got one vote. Mistress Tharana. Yeah, I think this is where we had to do something. I don't remember what we had to, I think we persuaded her or something. I don't think we had to go off and do something, which was a nice change of pace. Shit, no other towels. Molagmar. Yes, we have been here. Tel Branor, that's where we just came from. Right? Oh, I don't know. I'm confuzzled.
Outland, what do you want?
Yep. Hello. Let's try going. Shall we try going here? I think this is on the east side. I mean, this looks pretty Talvani-ish, I think. I don't know. We will ask around. Nope. We are. So this is a. Are you a House Talvani? No, we don't want to work, but. Yeah, not sure about that. I don't want to actually join them, because you can only join one of the houses. I'm intrigued to meet the Neloth, dude that was just mentioned? Because he turns up in Skyrim. What about H for hat? No. Okay. Well, we've learnt something. Oh, yeah. See, the Telvanni people, they are big into slaves. I mean, everyone here in Morrowind is. But the Telvanni especially. Normally I'd like side with them because the Halalu are the incompetent bureaucrats. The Redoran are the uncivilized Sparta-like people. And the Telvanni are the magic people. They're the nerds. But they are the type of nerd that is so good at what they do that they're like, there's like the top 1% with all the fancy mages and then everyone else. I mean, I guess some people are still like enslaved. That's I imagine worse than being an underling that still gets a salary and freedom. I don't know. Don't want to get wrapped up in any bullshit. Can we ask the guard? Little advice? Nope. Oh yeah, that's what we just heard about. Yeah, we have that. We're not wearing it right now. See, that's a little bit of like objective proof that we are indeed the Nerevarine. A lot of it's like vague interpretations of many prophecies. But that's something more like, it's like who's the dude that pulled the sword out the stone? We can say that where was it, King Arthur? I don't know. I might be mixing up my legends. Telvan, yes, this looks good, I think. Deline, hello. Oh yes, someone in particular. That would be wonderful. Okay, so we're defo in the right place. Visitors cannot enter the town. Ooh. Slavers, okay. Okie dokie. So does that mean technically we shouldn't be here right now? I guess we can go find this Neloth chap. I don't suppose there's anyone else here that can give us some really handy info. Ooh, this is fancy. What do we have down here? Is there no stairs? Hello. Chosen by consent. Yeah, so it works exactly the same. Telvar, here we go. Tell our story and then ask. See, we might have to persuade her first. Good grief. We've heard talk about a reborn Nerevar for years and thought it was just Ashlander superstition. You'll have to speak directly to Mistress Dratha about this. She lives at Tel Mora, a town... Hang on, let me get right in. This is good. This is concrete info. And we found, what was it? Telvarni Neloth in Yeah. And then who's this? Mistress Dratha. That sounds familiar. I don't know. In Tel Mora. Wonderful. Ooh, and here we go. And she doesn't like men. She doesn't like men. So charm her first. Wonderful. Very grateful that we put some points into our speechcraft. Honestly, that was so many things I would do differently if I was starting this game knowing what I know now. Even like after the first 3 hours, if I could have started again, and would have been so good. We could try. Did we speak to everyone here? I mean, there's a crap ton of people. Do we have to say it to everyone? Ah, here we go. We're going to get info about all of them. Good, good, good. Okay. Master. Telvos. Do we have info about him? No. Maybe we can we get some... No. So it looks like we're maybe going to have to go round to all of the tells. Don't know how many of them there are. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, we're here in Sadrith Mora. So I vote that we do that first, and then we'll go off. Oh, hang on, we got one more. Yep, tell our story. Master Gothrin, tell Arun, and we gotta fly there. Wonderful. Okay. I apologise, by the way, if you can see, if it looks like I have a black eye. I don't know if it's visible. Please tell me I don't have to write more stuff down. Oh yeah, okay. I think that's everyone then. Oh, shit. Oh no, that's the person that we've convinced already. Yeah, we did that one. Mistress Thorana. I think. Okay. Not sure if we're going to have to take care of whatever this ghost infestation is. God, these people are mean. They are not nice, friendly nerds. They are mean, like, billionaire nerds. Little slave market here. Jesus. Cannot believe that I'm not siding with the nerds. I mean, at some point we're going to have to join one of the three houses. If only to see what happens. I don't know if it's like a faction war. Or I don't know. Where's the quote-unquote big tower? Is it that? Just looks like a big tree. Is this the Talvani Council building? Oh no, okay, yes, this is where we're supposed to go. Okie dokie, where is Neloth? Nope. Nope. Don't make us go all stabby. I'm assuming he's probably at the top, right? That probably makes sense. If you're an evil genius and you have some creepy lair, it's not. I feel like a lair is like a murder basement. This is like an evil genius sitting at the top of his tower in judgment of all the little people below. No, this is not feeling like head of the Talvani. Do we go? Can we fit up there? I know these guys, they are so elitist that, like, they don't build stairs. You have to levitate. So if you can't do that, if you're not a fancy mage, then you flat out can't get in. I mean, I do kind of respect it. Does that look like a... Yeah, no. Nope. Oh, now we can't see. I was also going to make a night vision, some kind of enchanted item. Okie dokie, I think we've gone up one level. Upper tower, we're moving in the right direction. Ooh, No, that's probably not the right direction, though.
Do you want something?
I mean, is it as simple as just go all the way to the top? This way? Upper hall, locked door. Well, I don't want to break in. That's not... We're not going to get him to vote for us if we break in. Can we go further? Yes, here we go.
Yes, Outlander.
Why is everyone wanting to talk about this big Halendi person? Don't know. Nightblade. Very cool, very cool. Alrighty then. What do we have here? Ah, it's the rooftop bar. Minus the bar. What's in here? Is it just another way down? Okay, that seems somewhat pointless.
Outlander, what do you want?
Okay. Now that dude looks like a super fancy mage. Nope, nope, nope. Right. We will call this Neloth. Who are you? Lawman. Okay. We are here to speak to this fella. Whatever you want, the answer is no. Again, I respect it. No, 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 not another word. What the hell are you talking about? And who do you think you are? No, just shut up. Nonsense. Superstitious nonsense. Don't interrupt me with such foolishness. Just shut up and go. Jesus Christ. I'm sensing a gigantic ego that does not like to be challenged by the possibility that there is something greater than himself. I mean, can we persuade him? No. Does he like gold? Everyone likes gold. A little bit more. Wonderful. He's like our BFF now. Now, will you hear us out? Hortator. Oh my god, he just... Hortator, war leader of House Telvanni, is that necessary? Why doesn't anyone tell me about these things? So, do you want the job? Are you qualified? Good, then go ahead. I don't care. Be the Hortator. Now go away. Okay, okay. Well, he is not going to make many friends, but don't think that's really what he's going for. But we have got our vote. That is the second Telvanni councillor. Voted yes. There we go. So we are now going to have to go to Tel Mora, Telvos and Telaroon. 2 of those, they said that we can get the boat to. The other one we are going to have to somehow fly. I mean, while we're here, is there anything that this guy can... I mean, I don't want to join, is the thing. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yep, that we have in our pocket. Ooh, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yes, thank you, Mr. Neloff. You have been surprisingly helpful. Ooh, R.I.P. to our ankles. Hello. So far we have not had any technical issues, which I am very grateful for. Already this is going a million times better than last night. Oh shit, we can't rest here. Right, where is the boat? I'm assuming in the water, right? That feels like an obvious one. I think we came this way. I think it should be in this water here somewhere. Ah, oh crumbs. Is it that one or is it that one? They both have a light. This one doesn't have a person. No. Let's try this one. I am excited to get the horse. Unfortunately, then I assume it's very similar mechanics-wise when we get to the 3 tribes. Right, we are going to tell one of these. Tell Brenora, I think is the one we did. Also got to go to Tel Voss. I don't know where Tel Voss might be. Let's try going to this one. Tell Brenora. No. Captain. Hello again. 1 ticket to Tel Mora, please. Don't know where Dagon Fell is. Yeah, we gotta go to Tel Voss. I guess we could maybe walk there. Is that the one? That's not the one that we have to fly to. Telarune we have to go to. We've been there. That's where the dude is keeping the one living Dwemer, I think. Don't know. We will see. We will see when we get there. Okie dokie. And Nina. That is a surprisingly easy name for me to pronounce. The rules. Yeah, no, I don't want to join whatever you're up to. Whatever business you got going on, Nina. You carry on. We are here exclusively for the politician, wherever they might be. I'm assuming it's the same, like the big tower is probably the one where we have to go. Can we go in? They open 24 hours. Yep. Mistress that's the one that we have to persuade because she doesn't like men. Let's go ahead and See, it's been so long since I've done alchemy. I don't remember what I was supposed to be picking up. I don't remember what's rare and what's in stuff like restore magic potions, which we always need. I don't know. There we go. And we can probably bump that up to all of her gold. Yes. His gold, I don't know. Oh, and they're giving us a wolf whistle as we leave. Glad to know that we are serving in our new armor. Well, it's not our new armor. It's just always had a robe over the top. Let's go ahead and use our night vision power. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be this way then. Probably follow the guards. They're probably concentrating. No, see, that's another boat. Maybe it is that a boat going somewhere else? Like one of the other places? That would be handy. Oh no, shit. I just heard our first cliff racer. Run from the cliff racer. Okay, where might this be then? How do we get... We're supposed to fly up? Because I could try it. Maybe we get in over there. That might make sense. Is this an entrance? Ah, yeah, here we go. Yes, here we go. Slow and steady progress. We are... Where are we going? I guess just all the way to the top again. Isn't that super fancy water? That's like the water celebrities drink, I think. I'm a tap water guy. I'm not a celebrity. And I live in a country that has good water, so... I know that you can supposedly taste the difference depending on the hardness of the water and all stuff like that. This water. This is not the right way. I think we were on the right track before. That's the... we've just done a loop, haven't we? Let's go down here. Is this... Where was the other way that we came in? It was across some rocks. I'm thinking maybe we're going to have to... What on earth is the Covenant? What is this? Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to get there later. Who are you? And what is this place? Is this person like a scout or something? I mean, yeah, I did read that they were like a I don't know, some kind of ranger. I do not know what, because I was kind of expecting like a vampire den or something. Oh no, it's a bar. Okay. I mean, they got me in the door. I guess it worked. Yeah, you mosey on over there, Mr. Cliff Racer. We are not going to bother you, as long as you don't bother us. Oh my god, I can hear a second one. Right. How... If I was a super fancy wizard, where would my entrance be? Would it be these roots? Would it be... Probably not up some crappy wooden steps. Now we're moving further away now. God, the Cliff Racers found us. I think this is our first combat tonight. I mean, this doesn't... Hang on, let me sort this over. Start a party. There we go. Reset the timer. Okay, yes, we're back, we're back. There we go. Here we go. Right, Mr. Cliff Racer. I mean, really, this is more annoying than anything. Don't know who this random person is. I am diseased. I mean, we are immune from every disease. An upper and a lower entrance. The upper entrance we need to fly to, but it said there should be a lower entrance somewhere. If we can just find that, then we can make our way up. Awesome. Oh, we're back here. Ah. Yeah, I think we might have to do some flying. That's massively overselling it. What? Cave rat? Nope. Some of these NPCs, they have the weirdest random bits of knowledge. Any of... It's going to be this way. And then probably up again. No, that's another trick. Who do we have here? Katie. Katie is... hello, hello, hello. Yes, this is the vanilla Xbox version. which means, unfortunately, we are not widescreen. It is, I think it's 60 FPS though, so that's something. Tell Mora, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you've had a wonderful day, wherever you might be. It is my first playthrough. That's another strangely normal name. First there was Nina, now we've got Katie. There'll be a Joshua in a minute, just to freak me out. Right, somewhere we've got to climb this tower. I don't know. Oh, this looks promising. Ignore the sound of the cliff racer. I wish I was playing this on PC. Things like going to Vivek City, and you can there's like 9 giant towers, but you can only see one when it's right in front of you.
Well, I'm listening, so go ahead.
Most of the stuff I've learnt to love, and I kind of, I don't know. I like the fact that I have to be writing stuff down and engaging a different part of my brain rather than just following the quest marker. Granted, I would like a quest marker. I mean, different spelling, but Nathan, yep. I know a Nathan. I don't know a Sedella Areth.
Questions, Outlander?
Ooh, this is the person, right. We need to, good old open the menus with B, yep. Oh wait, hang on, I do not know about a health regen cheat. I do not know about that. So far we're pretty okay because I made, I couldn't figure out what to call it, so I just called it the Bloody Amulet. But it gives us 1 point of restore health and enough to offset whatever we're doing stamina-wise, and it's made the game so much better. Health and stamina is now not really a concern unless we're doing some kind of boss. Magic, though, is not good. Right, let's see. Does she like gold? So far, everyone likes gold. She might hate us, but she likes gold. Tavani Hortator. Ooh. Okay. I mean, we're not going to do that because we know that she doesn't like men. We are going to go with that one. Oh, that's so pathetic. Look at the poor bunny. Oh, I suppose now we must be merciful and at least listen to it. Okay. Well, I'm glad we listened. I'm glad you persisted. So there's something to those old prophecies after all. I shouldn't wonder. Pig-headed battle mages don't pay attention to lazy Azura's portents. I don't know what that word means, as they should. And you are the foretold Nerevarine? Well then, you shall be our Hortator. Wonderful, that is... We now have more yes votes than we do no votes. So I will happily take that. Let me delete her from the notes. We have Master Arian at Telvos and Master Gothran at Teleroon. Telvos, supposedly there is a boat. They led me to believe. Ooh, and a very nice scroll to boot. Thank you. Thank you, Dratha. Okie dokie. Now, How do we get out? Ah, this must be the second. Oh, very cool. Right, we are just gonna run from the cliff beast. Not cliff beasts, cliff racer. Because they are not worth the time. Again, our character's ankle's taking a massive beating there. Right, someone here owns this boat, right? Are you the captain? Yes. Yes, we want to go to this place. Then we will only have one person to persuade, and then we are done. We are hortator of all of the great houses. I am very excited. I am sure basically nothing will change, but I am excited nonetheless. Let's go climb this bit, I suppose, and head on in. I'm hoping there's not so much floating because we're nearly out of magic. Ooh, this is bigger than I thought. Trade house. Smoky Morph. Who might you be? Load of info that we haven't been given so far there. I think this is the first time that anyone's explained what the actual attributes are. I mean, we know at this point, like 200 hours in, I know what the attributes do. It maybe would have been nice much earlier. Trade house entrance. I don't think this is right. I think this is some fancy store.
Go ahead.
That's very good. I don't know that any of these is going to be new. Are going to be new. No. Okay. If I was a crazy awesome mage and I lived in this tower, where would I be? I'd be at the top. So let's try going this way again. Or is that something over there? That's something built. So now I'm thinking maybe it's up here. I'm trying the Skyrim method to get up the cliff here. And the Skyrim method does not work. Can we rest? And oh yes, okay. Have a snooze. I really need to go through and do some more enchanting. I have the Summon Golden Saint spell, which I've never been able to pull off yet. But I think I have a Grand Soul Gem with one of their souls. So I can do another constant effect enchantment. Oh, no. Draenos. Howdy. Master Arian is our patron. Okay, I think we might be going the right way. Maybe not. Farmhouse is not what I had in mind. Farmhouse. Another farmhouse. Many farmhouses. Jeepers. That's all farmhouses. Is there anything on here? It's not there. What about here? Can we try looking here? Is it more farmhouses? Oh, I can see this coming a mile off. Yep. Just farmhouses. Hello, stranger. Do you know? An old Velothi farm village. Maybe this isn't the place we're looking for. Oh no, it is. Telvos. You have to see it to understand. Okay. So maybe it's... shall we wait until daylight? It's maybe something strange. Maybe not made of the mushroom stuff then. Oblivion Skyrim methods. I have tried it many times. We've had crazy long directions saying, oh, go until you see this and then turn this way and then follow the whatever till you hear the whatever. And I have definitely... Ooh. I have definitely tried to... like, free roam it. Here we go. Well, this is very strange. This looks like an imperial castle, like all the Legion forts. But this guy is a Talvani councillor. He is not... Guess we don't know which one. Would it be... And it almost looks like he's tried to do a fusion of... This is like a Telvanni mushroom tower, and then he's maybe built around it? I don't know. Very interesting. We'll try going in this one. The game is made to it. I have figured out... I figured that out when I found, like, the best armor that we had seen up until that point, and it was up above the thing we were there to look at. What is that through here? So, somebody on fire. Hello. Why are you attacking? We have no beef with you. I don't know who you are. Can we entice you back in here and then shut the door? Yeah. Goodbye. Ooh, oh my god, we got skooma addicts here. Was not expecting that. Levitate up. Ah, here we go. Levitate to the top of the tower and look for a door facing south. Interesting. Well, we'll get as high as we can get, and then we'll... Oh my goodness. Don't think we've seen one of those before either. Ooh, funky helmet. Okay, this Talvani person is much better. What are these? And I don't want to steal. Let me go ahead and give this a save. There we go. Do we... Oh, yeah. Oh, I am so glad I saved. So far, I've only lost about 45 minutes. I don't think I've lost more than an hour because of the saving system.
Care to tell me what this is about? So what do you want?
Right, this way.
Is there nothing for you to do?
I mean, that doesn't sound like a friendly person. More guards. Is there not a way up? There was a door facing south, right?
What do you want?
Howdy. Good for you. Barracks and armory. This place is very big. I was kind of hoping it would be a vendor, but... Ooh, that looks to me like a big old door. Can we make that jump? Probably not. Here we go. Yes, here we go. I am surprised by how many things are better in this. There's a lot that is janky and awkward and frustrating, and things like the fact that the vendors, none of them sell anything better than the basic tier. So there is 0 point engaging with the hundreds of vendors. Oh, this is the dude. Yes, we want to... Can we go ahead and give him a good old persuading before we start? Actually doing this without... Oh, yeah, we'll leave it there. We did that without spending a penny. Much better. We want to... Oh, Archmagister, is that the dude in charge? Ah, I thought Neloth was the guy in charge. Telvanni Hortator. Yep. Yes, I understand. You are willing to take the responsibility, and I am willing to vote for you as Hortator. I think the other Telvanni councillors will also cooperate, though some might need a little persuading. Master Nelloth, yeah, we've dealt with him, dealt with her, and dealt with her. I recommend that you kill Archmagister Gothrin. Jesus. Okay, not what I expected. I stand to gain if he dies. Okay. Well, I don't know about that. We'll go see for ourselves before we start casting fireballs. How do we leave? This is the dude's bedroom. Yep, don't mind us. Interesting that he's like an Empire dude. I was not expecting that. Okay. Back to the boat. Where was the boat? Oh. Sorry again to our ankles and our knees. Again, no, we are going the wrong way. Oh. Was that necessary? I had it covered. That's a Telvanni guard for you. Casting zombie Frankensteins. Where's the boat? I think we're on the wrong side. Two doors. Okay. Boat. The boat is not here. Wrong way again. I mean, that does mean that this is now the only way it could be. Yes, here we go. My terrible sense of direction has not failed us. I understand where they were coming from, and I agree. I have not found any Daedric armor aside from this helmet, so it feels significant. I don't even remember what dungeon we found it in now, but finding it was awesome, and it felt like a weird, like, ancient artifact pulled from a random unexplored cavern in some place. That it does make more sense than just, oh, every single vendor is now selling like every tier of stuff all the way up to the very best equipment available. And at the point we're at now, where we've got, I think we're wearing full ebony aside from the Daedric helmet. At this point, I am liking the fact that we're not just going to pop to the blacksmith and spend some money and instantly get the best stuff in the game. We can use it when we get it. It's not that much of an issue now. But when we were starting and we're talking about the, like,
What is this about?
the orcish tier, I don't know if there's elven gear in this. But elven, dwarven, orcish, maybe even ebony, I don't know.
What is this regarding Breton?
Everyone just sells steel, everyone. Tell a rune, yes, that is indeed the place we have to go next. Though they said that we had to fly there, and we just took a boat, unless it's going to be this way. And it makes it feel awesome. Like, we have a Daedric short sword. I so far have preferred the longer weapons, the long sword or the two-handed one. But we haven't found a Daedric one. So if I need to do damage, we're using that instead. And I think that's cool. Like our shield is it's a random artifact that we picked up in a dungeon. It's way better than anything else we've found. So we are using this relic that we randomly found in a dungeon like 100 hours ago. And I think that's so cool. That's so much better than it makes the stuff you find when you find it is probably the problem. The frequency of how often you find it isn't enough, I don't think. But when you find some good item, it's awesome. God, what have we stumbled across here? Is this probably slaves?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I can't do anything for you right now, I'm afraid. In hang on, where are we going? We're gonna have to fly up there, maybe. I don't know if this is one continuous complex. I don't know. See, here I'm looking up more than anything else. Do we have... I'm not seeing any holes in the ceiling that we can float. Oh, jeepers creepers. Okay, so this dude is a big-time slaver. So, fuck this guy. The guy we just spoke to, who was like, he won't turn you down, but he'll just stall you indefinitely, so you'll probably have to fight him to the death. And my reaction was, oh no, I don't want to do that. We're now seeing what he's like. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Nope, we are not here for you. We will sell you a potion, though. You can probably buy a potion. And she can buy a couple. I take it back. Okay. Nope, I don't want to be going down. We want to be going up, if anything. Which means I think up here. Okay, yes. I mean, if we can pull this off, then that's everyone. This is the last person, I think.
How do I know you're not up to something?
The last great house that we need to convince, and it's the last person of that house that we need to convince. This way. Who's this person? Hello. Nope. Random salesman. Ooh, that looks like fancy. Nope. That's the fancy robes that Neloth was wearing. But that is not the leader. Ooh, new vendor. Let me check they don't have anything good. I am pretty sure I know what the answer's gonna be. The Blood Despair Amulet. They sound so cool, but they're so terrible. Yeah, okay, you carry on. Ooh, oh no, that's cast when used. Probably up another couple. Tower entry. Oh, pop the night vision back on. Let's go. No, this is going the wrong way. Yeah, we have backtracked. Let's try that again, shall we? Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Tried going through those, and they seal up. I thought that was going to be like a tube that we could float through. Sadly not. Tower entry. That's where we just came from. Ooh, ooh. I walked right past you. Renina. Nope, nothing. Everyone thinks we look like trouble. Everyone in Morrowind is so racist. Even Bretons, though. We are playing a Breton character. Even Bretons say horrible things to us. Everyone is just... I mean, they're racist, but they're also just really, really mean. see, like, what? We are playing as well. Before you think, oh, maybe we're playing like a barbarian with no speech. We have decent speech. We have pretty decent like, everyone is just so angsty. Oh. Did we look that way? Oh yeah, that's Grumpy Chops. In which case, I guess this way? Ooh, further up, yes please. Here we go. Nope, not here to talk to you. Where is your boss? Nope, I don't think it's you. You're the henchman. Here we go. Speaking to two... Right. Well, I am going to do another save here. Because I want to try avoiding a battle to the death. But I don't know if it's going to be possible. We don't want to join. Need some time, okay. Well, they are doing what the person predicted. Still, we'll try persuading them. We'll see if we can become buddies. There we go, 100 out of 100. What do you think now? Very well. I have heard your story, and you are not one of us. So I suppose I'll have to explain. Or you'll just keep annoying me. I have no intention of naming you Hortator of House Telvanni. It is not in Telvanni interests to name an unknown and unreliable outlander and outsider to such an important position. My opinion will not change. If you persist in bothering me, you will regret it. This discussion is over. Okay, well... Fight to the death it is, then. Fight to the death. How do we... Can we challenge him? Or do we maybe ask him again? Nope. I am trying to get him to fight us. Don't make me repeat myself. I want you to repeat yourself. Don't consult with the demons. Maybe, should we try persuading him all the way to 100 again? That might work. That's the only other thing I can think of. Come on. Love us. We're adorable. We'd make a great BFF. Yes. 93 out of 100. We will take it. We will take it. I haven't had a raid in so long, by the way. I don't think I actually said thank you. Thank you very much. If, how do we say the username? The Rurcher? Their Urcher? I don't know. I feel like it's the Rurcher. Thank you very much. I hope you've had a wonderful day. wherever you are, whatever you might have been doing. I hope it's been awesome. This dude is not going to give us an answer, is he? Sugar. Yep, we've got that way ahead of you, and we've spoken to all the people. Clearly not a fan. Yeah, I think we're going to have to just fight this dude. I think we're just going to have to literally draw our sword and just start swinging. I don't know that we have another option here. We can't rest, so we can't get our magic back. Let me check we've got our fighting gear on. Why is my phone having a bit of a moment? There we go, we're back. We have our shield. We have all our armor. We have... don't know. Let me use a magic potion. Just to give us... If we need it, we've got the option. What's this dude's name? Gothren. Gothren. Wonderful. Well, this is... oh no, we've been paralyzed. Oh, this is not good. 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 Oh, oh. Oh no. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna have to try a different tactic. So just blindly swinging is not gonna work. Gonna have to be a bit smarter. So let's try... He's got 2 buddies. Shall we try getting a buddy of our own? Let's go. I don't know what we have the magic for. Could go with a bone walker. They're usually pretty good. We could get a Dremora of our own. Or a Daedroth, the crocodile people. Let's go for a crocodile person. Right, he's down. We're going to try and get that other one down, and then it will be 2-on-1. Yes, here we go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, hell yes, we did it. The Daedroth wasn't much help, but we did it. Daedric Dagger, hell yes. Extravagant, I think that's a new robe as well. Hell yes. Yep, we will take all of those. We will take those, and we will definitely take the 500 gold. Okay, so do we take everything in sight? Is this ours now? I feel like it should be. He doesn't need it. Who do we speak to now then? Oh. No, we're going to get out of here before they realise that their liege has been... Yeah, that is what we are going to be doing. Just going to leave now. Nobody look at our face. Nobody remember what we were wearing. We're just going to get the heck out of there. No, you saw nothing. Must have been the wind. Must have been the wind. Where's the boat? Oh, we didn't get our escape ready. Where was the boat? It was defo a boat. This is one of those times when the viewing distance is something that I'm frustrated with. It bothered me at the start, then I got used to it, and it's just every now and then, if there were... It was an issue with some of the directions for stuff. It's been like, oh, turn right when you see the mountain, but you can't see the mountain from far away. But this game is from 2002. And the scale of this is insane. I think I looked it up when I started, and the other game I was playing in this year was Pokemon Sapphire. So the fact that this... Oh my gosh. I don't know which one. Back to Telvos, maybe? Still can't rest. Can we rest if we're in the boat? No. I don't know. So far we've had one cutscene, and that was when we picked up the Moon and Star ring. I guess it kind of closed the chapter dealing with the Ursulaku and Nabani Mesa. I don't remember the name of the chieftain. Let me check, actually. We got given the book. Let me check in here. We're at Voss. Right, okay, so that's that. Oh, this is the fella that said, "Oh yeah, you're probably going to have to fight the dude." And I mean, he was right. I don't know if that means that he said that he's set to benefit, but I don't know if that means that he will like fully become the leader of the Telvan. I don't know. Oh, hello, sir. I played my logic when I got that game was I have one friend that plays Pokemon and also has a Game Boy. And he has Pokemon Ruby. And I think there's some mechanic in Pokemon where they release two games at the same time because they got different Pokemon, and rather than get the same one, if I get Sapphire, then it means that we can. I don't know. Together we'd have all of them, or I don't know. I think I've told this story before. And then Pokemon Sapphire was the first game that I played on my Game Boy, which was my first gaming device. I'd played on like other people's games, consoles and bits and bobs, but my Game Boy was my first, and I got Sapphire with it. So I didn't really understand Pokemon. I was like 5 or 6, I don't know. Actually, I was at school, so it would have been 6, 7 or 8. But probably 6. And this is before like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all that jazz. So I didn't have it, but he had the Game Boy Link cable, which meant that we would be able to do all that stuff, battle and get each other's Pokemon. Yeah. And we were doing it the first time, and he pulled the cord out, and his game save was completely fine. My game save was corrupted, and I had to start it again. And I was genuinely like heartbroken, because again, little child. All the I didn't know, like I didn't have my head around the fact that, like, well, you could just start a new game and catch all the same Pokemon and give them the same names and shit. But I don't know, it broke my heart that was the first, like, betrayal. Oh, we're gonna have to use a potion or something here. But when I played Pokemon Sapphire when I was a kid, I didn't know all the things like the Pokemon matchups, the type advantages, I think you'd call them. I knew fire, water, and grass. I knew that fire beat grass because it burns it. Water beats fire because it puts it out. And grass beats water because plants grow in water. I don't know. That one I was less sure of, but I knew that was a thing. But all this stuff like the fighting type and psychic, no idea. I didn't know about things like, is it the stab, right? Same type attack bonus. That's something I didn't learn about until lockdown on my 3DS when I was playing through them. I wasn't like my first Pokemon. My first Pokemon ever, I guess, because it was the starter Pokemon in my first Pokemon game, Pokemon Sapphire. I got a Trico. I don't know why. Since then, actually I only played Emerald. And I think I went for Torchic, actually. And I haven't played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, if that's what they're called. We are so stuck here. But I got a Trico, and I didn't really know how... I keep kicking the camera, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to, like, name stuff, like, type. It sounds so ridiculous. Like, I'm pretty sure in 2026, a baby comes out of the womb, like, knowing how to type, knowing how a screen works. I hadn't, like, used a computer. I didn't have a phone. So I didn't really know, like, I could just get my head around the up, down, left and right button. So I called it, it was a random assortment of letters that I grew to love. It was also all in capitals, because I didn't know what caps lock was. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, there goes the timer. I called it SCHE, which in my head, I said, oh yeah, it's Scutchy. That's how I pronounced it. But R.I.P. Scutchy, because he got completely corrupted. It felt like losing a pet. Which I guess at the time it was, like, I had a cat when I was a kid, and my parents got that cat, like, when I was born, just before I was born. So I had that till, like, teens. So 6, 7, whatever age it was. I guess that was probably the closest to losing a pet as I'd experienced. R.I.P. Scutchy. We got a float, right? But we can't do that without... Have we got another magic potion? Yes, we have one. Which means I can't waste it on night vision. Ooh. I really liked... when I played Pokemon Crystal... I think I've been through all of this before during a previous Pokemon ramble. I played Pokemon Crystal and did... What's the fire one? Quailava. Which what did I call that? Oh, that was Quilson the Quilava. Who became a Typhlosion, and then it doesn't fit, but... And then in Heart Gold, I went for Totodile, the cute little emo crocodile. Who was very cute. So I have never used... I've never used Blastoise or Venusaur in Gen 1. I've never used whatever... I don't even know the name of the grass starter type in Gen 2. Never used that. Where do we... See, we're screwed because I need to use night vision and... We'll wait until we can see what we're doing. Now, I've mentioned it a couple of times. I'm playing... I would love to get my 3DS back out. I haven't played on my 3DS for at least since I've been streaming, so a smidge over a year. I would love to play Pokemon again, but it's such a time sink.
Is there some?
Please say we've got something. Okay, I think this is one that I made. That is not doing much. We'll take it though. Where is the door? They said that this is the place with the floating door somewhere, right? They said, oh, there's a south-facing door or something. Ooh, yes. Ah, good job. Yeah, I've been playing the Pokemon trading card game app. And I have not paid... I mention this because so many apps are like pay to win and stuff. I would rather pay like a couple of quid for a game on my phone than a free to play, but it's full of adverts. Like it's constantly making you like incentivizing you to buy stuff. I have not felt that in the Pokemon trading card game app. It is a little bit silly. It's like an app version of the trading card game version of a game. But my deck that I've got at the moment is Psychic. I had a good electric deck that served me pretty well. I got lucky and got a really good electric card. It's a Pokemon that I don't know called Tapu Kogo. Tagu Pogo. I don't know. But it generates electric energy. Really good. But it's not good enough. The Psychic deck I'm using now it's my most competitive one. But you can definitely tell when you're facing someone that's like played the game for years, because they have so many good cards. I have maybe 3 cards that I can build a deck around. One is that electric one. It's Mewtwo and Gardevoir for the Psychic. That's really it. I don't know. It's got me interested in Pokemon again, but it hasn't got me interested enough that I've charged my 3DS up. That may change, but I don't like gaming now when it's not either on stream or like doing admin ready for the next one. I don't know. Like I used to game when I am now doing other stuff, and I basically only I don't turn my Xbox on before like midnight. Ramble over. Have we gathered the votes of the other councillors? Yes, we have. It took us a while, but yes, we have done it. And we killed the dude that you said we would have to kill. I see you've gathered the votes of all the surviving Telvanni councillors. That means you are now the hortator of House Telvanni. And I have something for you. It's called the Robe of the Hortator. It is an ancient artifact and hasn't been used in centuries. But I think you'll be pleased. I wish you luck, Hortator. I may even pray for you. Okay, well, first of all, hell yes, please be a cool, unique robe. That is actually one that we've seen before. That is not unique, but it's enchanted, which is an improvement. Cast when used. Damn. In that case, no robe. I'm digging the armor look now. I will probably swap back at some point, but we were just using the robes for so long. That same robe. It's nice to... It's nice now for the same reason that it was really cool when I first figured out that you could put robes over armor. Here we go. So I guess that's it for the Hortator. We are now the chosen one in the eyes of all three great houses. Not seeing a cutscene happening, which is a shame. But we are now Hortator, which means we've just got the three tribes, which I'm sure will be extremely convoluted. We did got a dagger. Not entirely sure what we would use that for, but we'll take it. Okay. I am going to swap this over for a second, because I need to go and get my sleepy tablets, and then we will continue. Figure out what we're going to do next. I don't think I have any info for the three tribes. I'm not sure. Okie dokie. We should be back. Hello. I need to say as well, a big hello to the 40 people watching on YouTube. Oh my goodness, that is one away from my all-time record. I mean, if I add together, I am not used to 6 viewers on Twitch. I am not used to 40 viewers on YouTube. Together, that is now my record. So thank you very much. Thank you for spending the evening with me. If you want me to play this game more, like the stream, that shows me that people have enjoyed the game. That's probably the most helpful. Or you can vote for it when I do polls on YouTube, which is free and anonymous. Arguably the two most important things. Right, well, I mean, I feel like we're right next to this one. If we're going to start, we might as well start by going there. I'm hoping it's just more... We need to maybe persuade them a bit. The Ursulaku tribe needed a buttload of stuff doing. An absolute crap ton. So I am hoping that maybe they'll kind of see that the writing's on the wall, like, okay, well, the 3 great houses, they think you're the hortator. The Ursulaku think you're the Nerevarine. We'll probably just, yeah, fine, you're the Nerevarine. Who's that? Go away, creepy beast. Oh, we do need to actually do that. It's nothing, no. I also need to say, I don't know why it hasn't showed up on the event list, but thank you very much, Nico, for following on Twitch. Thank you very much. I appreciate it to no end. I hope you've had a wonderful day today. My day is a little bit more wonderful because of you. So thank you very much. I would say it's been a good stream because we've been productive. Ooh. We've got a lot done. Who is this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is this a golden saint by some chance? Ooh. See, I was saying how good it's going. Instantly we come across one of these. Perfect. Do I have... oh my god, what's the sword called? Umbra. No, I left Umbra at the shack. Gutted. In that case, we will have to... Oh, please say I've still got it here somewhere. Here we go. That will do... Oh, yeah, I don't want to soul trap that in the Grand Soul Gem. So, I mean, does he want to... Yeah, just deal with you. There we go. Right. Nope, we missed. Here we go. Yeah, no, get the sword out. Hell yes. An ebony staff. Ooh, we will take that. And that, we will take all of that. Hide the evidence. Okay, who do we have here? Okay. Old Daydroth. Ooh. It is late. It is almost so late that it has become early. This does not look like the right place. I think we're nearly there, but that's maybe an outpost. On the plus side, we know that it's going to be on the mainland. So we just need to, I guess, keep going until we find the very edge. And that should be where they are. I'm hoping when we look over... Crap, no. I can just hear something snarling. Is that you? Ooh, it's a Wendigo that's not a Wendigo. Yeah. R.I.P. Right. It should be here. Yeah, it's now saying that we're at the Ahemusa camp. Ooh, here we go. This looks promising. Oh, we have a bunch of... Okay, this looks a lot better than the Ursulaku camp. The Ursulaku camp was a... It was a mess. This actually looks like a functioning society. No, where's your... Here we go. Kelsey, Dutterdalk, Ashcan. Oh, I think, isn't it the Ashcan? That's the war chief, if I'm remembering from the Ursulaku. Not seeing anyone here, though. Might have to ask around. I don't even know the name, though. Can we say, howdy, we're the Nerevarine? Oh, yeah, we can. Speak to the wise woman, Cinnamoo. Oh, but we also have to speak to the Gulakans. Okay. Is that maybe these other people? Oh. Howdy, Lanabi. How's it going? Nope, we have no unique items. No surprises there. Oh, actually, kind of forgot that we had to repair stuff. We do have some hammers. This is what they were missing in Fallout 3, which we're also playing. An item that you can buy and carry around with you that you can repair anything with. Makes so much more sense than having to carry around like duplicate ebony cuirass and Daedric Face of Inspirations. Wonderful. Yep. Well, we did just briefly meet. Are you not a Gulakan? No. Okay. Gulakan. That's maybe like a co-leader. I don't know. Like a subordinate, but high up. I don't know. Hello. Are you a Gulakan? Ooh. They don't have an Ashcan. That's interesting. That's different to the Ursulaku. Tell her you will do the deeds of a hero. Okay. Well, that sounds like maybe we're going to be doing a quest then, which I'm very excited about. Now, if it's anything like the Ursulaku camp,
May you find all the traveler.
the wise woman's tent is not in the cluster with the Mamea. Here we go. Cinnamon. Okay, let me do another save. Oh, crumbs. What are these people called? Ahemusa. Butcher the spelling here. Ahemusa. Also, the most recent clip that I posted it like an hour before the stream started. The algorithm didn't like it. It currently has 4 views, 2 of which were me checking that I didn't like have the sound off or something. But that is Morrowind. That's another. If you want me to play this game more, and you don't want to just say like, "Hey, play this game more." I don't base what we stream on how well the clips do, because it's more likely that it's down to what I'm doing. But I do take it into consideration. The main thing though is liking the stream and voting on the polls. You don't have to do any. I am not trying to pressure you or anything like that. There's no reward. There's no benefit for you. But it helps me know what I'm happy streaming regardless of what we're playing. I am happy sitting here rambling away, getting shit off my chest. Slowly becoming less of a recluse. The specific game we play, it doesn't matter to me too much. And for something like this, where my enthusiasm is waning, it's really helpful to like help me push through it. Something that we are super into is maybe not in it, but we've been at this for like 200 hours. And we've still barely made a scratch. So it can feel a bit like pushing a boulder up a hill. Whatever the ancient Greek dude that had to push the whatever it was, I don't know. Here we go. I know the prophecies. I know an outlander, clan friend. Yes, that's us. Clan friend of the Ursulaku has done great deeds and claims to fulfill those prophecies. Are you that outlander? Well, they don't have an ashcan, so we're not going to say that. We found that out. I'm instead going to go with that one, I think. I will examine your proofs, and you will tell me your story. And if I am satisfied according to custom and with reference to the prophecies, I will name you Ahemusa Nerevarine. But there will... yeah. It's going to be a quest, isn't it? A safe place. In seasons past, when threatened, the Ahemusa could take shelter in the ruins of Ald Daedroth. But now the priestess... how do we pronounce this? Halirini Indavel has come and restored the Daedric shrine, and worshippers of Sheogorath dwell there. Ooh, we've never done a Daedric quest so far. I haven't come across one. By this point in Oblivion or Skyrim, we would have done a couple. Even just by stumbling across them. So I'm hoping this is going to be a Daedric quest. First you will go to Al Daedroth and make it safe for the Ahamusa. Then you'll return and... okay, we'll have to escort her back. I wonder, is it going to be quicker if I just take a picture of this? Oh, no, don't need the flash on. I think this might be quicker. Right, let me go ahead and add this to the Morrowind notes. Go. Yep, we've done the Telvanni stuff, so I can delete that. Get the support of the 3 great houses. I can delete that. Oh, that feels satisfying. Get the support of the 3 tribes: Ahamusa, Zainab, and Arabenimson. Okay, so the Ahamusa colon. Then can I... oh, that's worked so well. Oh my gosh, that is so much quicker. And it's actually... I then have it verbatim, and it's not in my crappy retelling. Okie dokie. There we go. Well, that sounds... it sounds like a single quest. The Ursulaku, they were making us do so much. Love the Ursulaku. Great people. Very glad we helped them. But they put us through the ringer. Al Daedroth. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh, we're going to go for a good old dungeon dive. So far, the dungeons in this, they're not as well planned as something like Skyrim, where there will be, like, you get to the end. The best example, is it Bleak Falls Barrow right at the start? And you get to the end, and then you go through a back exit that takes you out just after the original entrance. So you don't have to backtrack all the way, trying to remember which bits you jumped through, which paths you took. Here, that is not so much the case. It's like a maze. But there is the prospect of, well, we can't get anything better than the steel from any of the vendors. So all the dungeons have something. Is it something we can use? Maybe not. But it's going to have some super cool stuff. We found the gauntlets that we have. I am well proud of these. I found these in a dungeon. One of them is, fortify agility. I could take it or leave it. But 20 points of fortify strength as a constant effect? Heck yes. Hell yes. Right, so Ald Daedroth. This is a time when the view distance is screwing it a little bit for us. Daedric Ruin is pretty easy to spot once we can see it, though. Not today, Elder Scrolls Beatles. What do we have here? More hostile wildlife, unsurprisingly. I've said it before, I absolutely adore the netches. There's 2 types of netch in this game, which is, they are terrifying. They're like giant flying jellyfish. In any other game, they would be like a mini boss. But here in Morrowind, they are the only creature that isn't trying to kill us as soon as it spots us. Everything else, like flying stuff, crawling stuff, swimming stuff, the fish, the birds, the beasts, everything, as soon as it spots us, it just makes a beeline and tries to kill us and eat us. That does not happen with the netches. They are terrifying, but they have absolutely zero beef. They're just fine watching the world go by. So it is always an absolute delight when we come across some netches. Random scamp. I mentioned this before. I want to get a tattoo to commemorate every like major game that I've finished on stream. I haven't updated the list on my about section on Twitch for a while, so there's much more than there is on there. But I would love to get some kind of Dark Souls tattoo to commemorate beating that. That was such an achievement. And I'd love to get a Morrowind tattoo of some variety. Cute little netch. Terrifying netch. Oh, there's one. See, look, they are super scary. But they are completely non-hostile. We can get right underneath them. They don't try and attack us at all unless we try killing them. I feel like we are SpongeBob playing with Gary when we're here with the netches. This is the small one. The other one's like 5 times as big. But they're just... I don't know. I respect and appreciate and I'm grateful for there being a single creature that is not just trying to eat us. The environment here is very hostile. It's all mountains and cliffs and dinosaur-like creatures trying to eat us. So I appreciate the one friend that we've made. Where do we go? I'm not seeing this Old Daedroth place. I was hoping it would be somewhat evident, but I am not spotting a giant Daedric ruin. I know we've come across, I think, one that we might have done for the Ursulaku or Caius. I don't know, something for the main quest. And it's all this, like, twisted, like, stone architecture. I don't know how to describe it. We will know it when we see it. Kind of looks like, I mean, I never got to Kvatch. I was playing Oblivion Remastered. That's one of the first games I started on the stream. And then I started Morrowind and tried it once, and we'll get to Oblivion Remastered when we're done here. Ooh, I spy a person. We didn't get to Kvatch, but the Daedric Towers, the Daedric Ruins, kind of looks like what I remember from original Oblivion in the Daedric realm. Ooh, yeah, this. I think it's this. Oh, jeepers creepers. Yeah, I think, and we got two big netches here. I remember, I think I looked that up because granted, I maybe did 20 hours in Oblivion Remastered. It was beautiful, so I was taking it very slowly. I remember looking it up because I didn't want to screw anything up by kind of avoiding the main conflict of what's going on. I mean, it's set in the Oblivion Crisis, and we hadn't started the Oblivion Crisis. I didn't want to screw anything up by, like, completing stuff before having triggered that, if that makes sense. I don't even think that we reached Joffrey. I think actually the last thing I did was get to Joffrey. I don't think we spoke to him. Ooh, we have... Okay, I think this is it. Have we got any info here? Or... no. Of course, that would be too good. And now it's going to turn nighttime. See, I don't actually have a bow. We have summon bow, the spell. But we don't have an actual bow. So I kind of forget about it. Which is a shame, because usually I always go archery in Elder Scrolls. Living that stealth archer life. Also, I need to say as well, I don't think I've said it yet. Hello to my 205th YouTube subscriber. There, thank you so much. I hope you have had a wonderful day, wherever you might be, whatever you might be up to. I hope it's been wonderful. And once again, like I said to Nico, our latest Twitch follower, it's made my day better. When I say that, I don't know. I don't know if it comes off as insincere. I don't know. I am also probably over analysing myself, but here we are. It is a little demoralising. Like the weeks and the months and I think this is now my 1 year and 1 month of streaming. And I have streamed every day for the last 6 months and 6 days. That's kind of spooky. It can sometimes feel a little bit demoralizing. I don't feel that way too much because that's not really why I'm doing this. I am doing this to have somewhere to vent everything going on in my brain and somewhere to feel comfortable being myself and all that jazz. I don't want to get too into that specifically. But it can be a bit demoralizing. It can feel quite lonely at times. And views are one thing, but views are passive. It's something kind of, it could be someone's TV left on in the background, or, you know, like auto scroll gone on to the next thing, whatever it might be. The algorithm liked a particular word in the title and fed it to more people, etc., etc., etc. But something that someone's done that's, I call it active and passive. I don't know if that's the right wording. Like a like or a comment, a subscriber, a follow on Twitch, a vote on the poll. It's a lot harder to... It's harder for my anxious brain to see that as a bad thing, right? I don't know. I never know if I'm making sense. I will see in about 12 days when I get to clip this stream. What time is it? Oh, I do need to actually, before we go any further. Directly engage, yeah. Active, I'm glad that makes sense. I know I've spoken about that a couple of times, and I think that's the wording I've used each time. Consider this a gentle little reminder if you have meds to take that you haven't taken yet, and they've been prescribed by a doctor and etc., etc., etc. Consider this a gentle little reminder. I think my hat and my hair are fucked, but I'm past caring at this point. I definitely get what you mean, though. Getting comments on stuff I write is always, or a kudos. It's... For something that is designed, or was designed to help people communicate with each other, so social media and the internet in general has become a very lonely place, I think. A lot of the fun's been sucked out, and it's become corporatized and what word would I use? Over-processed. I find very little authenticity in the internet in 2026. And it's kind of mad because the whole point behind it was, oh, we're supposed to communicate. You can meet people from all around the world. You can keep in touch with people hundreds and thousands of miles away. You can find your tribe, all that bullshit. When it was sold to us, and it kind of was that for a while, and now it's I think the internet now is the equivalent of like walking around the mall 20 years ago, right? Like you can technically meet people, you can see people, you can make friends and whatever else, but it's so commercial and so corporate that there's not really any fun to it. There's no you just go there to get something now. I don't know. I am very grateful for the internet and for social media. I have had a crap ton of support in the last 15 years that I've been talking about my mental health on the internet, and I would probably not be here if it wasn't for that. But ooh, I'm curious about the random human up there. I think that's good. If you're doing it for yourself, then you're not you're not basing the worthiness of your efforts on the attention it gets from other people. You are basing it on how you view what you do and doing it for your own enjoyment and your own self-expression and to exercise your creative muscles, whatever it might be. I wish I was a more creative I wish I was someone that, like, I don't know. I think maybe that's something like the nerdy sciencey kids think they were more arty, and the arty musical kids wish they were more book smart. Maybe I don't know. I am not. I play guitar. I cannot write anything, any music, or like compose riffs. I can't do that. I can learn a crap ton of songs and play them real good, but I can't actually make anything. That's kind of what this has become, I think, for me. I know so many people in the mental health world. They get into drawing and painting and writing and poetry, and I have so many people that I've known for years now, and now they are like what I know someone one of my mentally ill friends has written a book and is somewhat successful as a writer. There is someone who is very successful with their doodles, which is awesome to see. Like, I don't do any of that. I've tried. I've had we're just going in circles here, aren't we? I've had therapists say, "Oh yeah, you should try having a creative outlet." Because it doesn't, like, if you're not doing it to be good, you're doing it for your reasons, then it doesn't matter if it's bad, it doesn't matter if it's amazing, because that's not why you're doing. Yeah, I guess that is why I'm streaming then. That's my exact rationale for why I do this. Kind of says it all, though, that my creative thing is just playing games made by other people. Okay, I am not seeing the way in here. Ooh, I'm seeing somebody over here. Is that another golden saint? Ooh, well, I mean, I think we need to have a snooze before we do that. A for the daylight, B for the magic. It's not bad advice. Yeah. It's much easier said than done. I started, the closest I've ever been to that, I had a therapist say, let me sort this over. After I was in hospital for a bit, and they were like, well, we want you to come, we're not going to make you impatient. You can go home as long as you come back every single day and you do everything we tell you to do. So I have never been impatient. I don't know quite how I wangled that. But one of the things that I was tasked with doing was to go out and take photos. Now, I know the psychological reasoning behind telling me to do that did seem a bit like, you've tried to top yourself. You've been in hospital. You've been in the emergency department for like 3 days. You're alive now. And we're not going to keep you locked up here as long as you just go out and take some photos. That's the closest that I've ever got to something creative like that. And I know nothing about taking photos. I took some, when I was in America, I took some photos of the trees and like a beaver that I saw, because we don't have beavers here. I don't know. We need, where's our... Okay. I'm not going to turn down 2 golden saints in one evening. That's 2 constant effect items that we can get now. Hell yes. I have tried as well. I have tried journaling. That is very different to like writing a book. Actually, shit, I know two people that have written books about their broken brains. I was thinking of, I don't want to name them. Pretty sure they're not watching, but I don't know. Where do we go? Oh, I am so turned around. Why did I go for the dungeon? Why didn't I go back to the shack? We could have gone back to the shack and, I don't know, had a snooze and made some potions and... Yeah, with the Wendigos and the demons and the whatever the heck else. I mean, once again, our lucky charm here is the netch. I think, could it be underwater? Are we looking for an underwater entrance? Because that's been a thing that's happened before. No, I'm not seeing any... Who's this? Ranmir the seal. Doesn't look like a seal. He looks like a person. Insert drum roll. Cutting off pieces of their own flesh and eating it. We have not heard that. We have not heard that. Ooh, I think we found the entrance. Which is good. Playing games and also the talking. I don't know. I'm also very, I'm sure you probably, I am very hard on myself. I have, I don't know at this point whether it's the depression, the anxiety, or the whatever the hell else. My brain will come up with every single reason it can to excuse a good thing and make me feel like I deserve a bad thing, right? So anything good, and my first, like, 17 reactions is, oh, it's something bad. If I've done something, oh no, well, it could have been better. You could have done that. You could have done that. That would have been better. Or you should have done it quicker. Oh, jeepers creepers. I know if I objectively look at it, if I said to myself 2 years ago, you will be at a place where you're still very anxious, but you can sit in front of a camera and talk and be on camera and talk for hours every single night, I would laugh hysterically. I'd do some kind of Joker laugh. Ooh, this looks promising. And again, only one way. That's very good. No getting lost here. Ooh, yes, we've got an underwater. Let's have a look. There could be some goodies somewhere. So far we haven't seen any cool armor or any snazzy swords or anything. Granted, we can still probably hear what's going on outside. Let's hop up here. That's where we came from. Or was it that way? I don't think it's an underwater passage. I think that's just scenery. So how do we get up this way? Nope. No, we need to get... See, what I would kill for here is, like in Subnautica, when you've got a button to ascend and one button to descend. I beg your finest pardon, auto-cannibal. I had not heard that. That is... I did not know that about the Dagoth people. And that's not... I'm taking it with a pinch of salt because it's just the thoughts of some random dude. At this point, that could be like how a particular person thinks Corpus is spread. I don't know. I mean, we've heard conflicting tales about stuff from people, so... Does feel, though, like something that maybe they wouldn't spell outright to keep the rating as accessible as possible. I had definitely... I mean, we'd picked up... I don't know if we have any now. We'd picked up in Telfir, the bit with the Dwemer chap and all the Corpus patients. We were finding chunks of Corpus meat. I think large, medium, and something else. Small, I guess. Ooh. Gonna go ahead and give this a little save. Have we got one that's like inside a demon cavern? Demon cavern save. We've got dungeon. That would probably work. Guess it is Elder Scrolls with yes. That is Molag Bal, right? I remember. Shit, is it Serana in Skyrim in the Dawnguard DLC, and she tells you all about and you can't romance her because she's like fucked up from all the Molag Bal stuff. Which is really cool is not the right phrasing. I think it's cool that Bethesda made the companion non-romanceable because she is incredibly traumatized. And I think it's a bit iffy that people then download mods that make her like that's like a digital roofie, basically. That's don't know. Definitely would have to put the unethical hat on to do that. I mean, I thought they said it was a shrine to Sheogorath, which is the Sheogorath's. He's a fellow crazy man. He's the god of insanity, or whatever it is. Ooh, crumbs, we've got a ton of people here. Daedra worshippers. Stacy. Ooh. I mean, they all just have generic steel. Okay, well, this is very odd, very spooky. Not in love with the sound effects here. That is very spooky. I mean, maybe if we take something? Nope. Oh. Okay, yeah, that didn't sit well. Night vision. Wonderful. A Dremora Lord. Ooh, we will take that. I don't know how we... I'm assuming that maybe this is how they introduce Daedric quests. But I'm used to in Oblivion and Skyrim when you come across and it talks to you and you hear, "A new hand has touched the beacon." Clip that, and put in the Meridia's beacon sound effect. I don't know that we can actually do anything here. And I guess we've made it safe, right? We killed everyone here. Yeah, that was much quicker than I expected. I don't know if that's because I've missed something, or... Ooh, I see a chest. How do we get to the chest? Yeah, we'll take all of those. Damn. Okay, have a snooze and then do some magic. The Daughters of Cold Harbour. Yes, see, I haven't played it in a long time, but I'm remembering some of the dialogue. It's... I really liked Serana. For those reasons, the same reason why when we eventually get to Fallout 4 on stream, you will see this in practice. I love all of those companions so much. There's a couple duds. I'm not a huge fan of McCready. But then I hadn't met him in Fallout 3. He was a kid in Fallout 3. In Fallout 4, he's an adult that's one of your companions. Never really clicked with him. Never clicked with the Institute robot dude. But people like Nick Valentine, Deacon Hancock, Paladin Dance... Preston Garvey gets a lot of shit, but I love him. Preston Garvey, I played Fallout 4 when it came out, and I got annoyed with Preston Garvey. then I replayed Fallout 4 over the years, trying to get through it, and I never did. But Preston, as the first companion, like, I spent quite a bit of time with him. And eventually you can get some dialogue where he talks about the fact that he was very close to giving up. When he heard that all the Minutemen were dead, they'd all betrayed each other and gone to war with each other. He was like super close to topping himself. And he talks about that. It's some really good writing. The rest of his writing's not great. But there was a lot of depth and a lot of... It was really, really good. From that point on, Preston Garvey's fucking dull. He's boring. He doesn't have a lot of personality. And he's very annoying. But also, there's still some method to his madness. But one of my favourites, Nick Valentine and Hancock, probably 2 and 3, but my favourite was Kate. One, because Irish is my favourite accent, and she is supposedly Irish. But 2, she starts off as like a drug-addicted boxer that fights other people. I can't remember what they call it. There's something, the combat zone, I think. And it's like raiders fighting other raiders and betting on it and all that jazz. And she's like doing Psycho and Jet and Med-X all day. And super rough around the edges, super like, not super pleasant. But through her quest line is all about getting her sober. Maybe I'm slightly biased. But I really, really appreciated that. It was some really good writing. It was a very grounded story to tell. In Fallout 4, a lot of it is kind of... I mean, first of all, it's post-apocalyptic, but then you've got the Institute teleporting and kidnapping people, replacing them with robot versions of themselves. The Brotherhood in their giant flying Zeppelin. A lot of it's kind of out there. It's grounded in the world of Fallout, but it's maybe not super grounded otherwise. But that was a really, I don't know, it felt like a really real storyline. So Kate is probably my favourite from that game. It is a bit weird because you romance everyone. So you don't like choose a spouse or something. Like everyone is your spouse if you max them out. It's like a 14 character polyamorous apocalyptic. and you send them all to live at a settlement. But there's like a limit on the population for each settlement. So the way it usually goes, you have a settlement that is all the companions. So then there's like 15 of your husbands and wives at this one settlement, and you rock up there and they're all like, hey. Honestly, I think we're done here. I am very disappointed. I am not seeing anything that I can click on to, like, talk to Sheogorath or something. I don't know what I expected. Let's try and open... Maybe there'll be something in here. Don't want to... Yeah, we'll use that one. We'll take it. Yeah, I think that's everything. So on the plus side, that means that next time we should be able to become... unless something kicks off when we come back with the lady, maybe then, when we come back here with the wise woman, then maybe she'll open a hatch or something. Random naked dead dude. Maybe she'll open up like another passage or something. I don't know. Instant darkness. Okay, we should have enough to get outside. Should probably rest because there might be enemies out there. Am I supposed to do... I think I am. I was really on top of it at the start of the game. I have since become a little lax. I still try and do it when I think of it, but it's easy when it's like, oh, you've been attacked by not a death claw, wrong Bethesda franchise, a cliff racer or something, and you just, it's almost second nature, like loot it, tap that, boom, it's gone. Oh god, we're stuck now. Oh no, please don't drown. Okay, we're good. Can't see where we're going though. Let's have a snooze, shall we? Get some magic back. Nope. Can't rest. Oh. It's not solid ground. Okay, I do see your point. This way? We are on solid. Yes, there we go. Okie dokie. Now where is... There was 2 people. Kind of underwhelming. See that? 2 people. I was expecting like a... The other Daedric place we went to, I think it was called Ashurnititashpi or something like that. There was about 7 different levels. That's the way we came from. Let's have a look over here. Was it in the water, right? No, that's back where we came from. I know that it's like on the original Xbox, you had to do it. Otherwise, your game would get corrupted. I don't know if it's kind of fixed, because this is 2026 hardware. So it still kind of bloats the save, but it's not a game-breaking issue. which way did... Yeah, it's bloody that way. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hang on, that's... Let me swap this over.